Hello you guys, what is up? Welcome back. If you're new here, it's very nice to meet you. Hope everybody watching is doing well. I'm really excited to get into today's reading. I have not shuffled yet. Usually I film my intros at the end, but I haven't filmed yet, so I'm really excited. Today's pick a card, you guys, is going to be a pick a card on what is it that you have to look forward to in this upcoming season for you. Season, I'm not literally meaning season, winter when this is being filmed. I mean just in general, this season of your life. So whenever you're watching this, what is coming up for you that is positive, that is good, that we can look forward to in this season of life that you are currently in. So without further ado, you guys, here's a couple of piles right now. All right, you guys, these are the 4 piles. We have group number 1 with the rose quartz, group 2 with the sea jasper, group 3 with the blue kyanite, and group 4 with the heart geode. If you guys need a moment to meditate on which pile is calling your name, you guys are free to do that right now. And if you would like to pick more than one pile, you guys are welcome to do so right now. All right, you guys have now picked your pile. Please go ahead and check out my description box. I'll put you guys timestamps for when your reading shall start. And with that, you guys, let's go and jump into today's pick a card. Hi, group 1. I'm gonna go ahead and roll, you guys. Libra and Gemini. Hello, Libra. Hello, Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising. Scorpio and Pisces. Hello, Scorpio. Hello, Pisces. Gemini and Leo. Hello, Gemini. Hello, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising. All right, let's get into our shuffle. Group number 1. What does group number 1 have to look forward to? What does group number 1 have to look forward to in this upcoming season of their life? Can I get some confirmation or some excess information on this card right here? Okay. Yeah, all right. That makes sense. Let's go ahead and get into the Oracle. What does group 1 have to look? It's this one, you guys. I don't know what this is. Sacrifice. Yeah, this makes sense, especially with the situation that's happening right here. And because this is what do you have to look forward to, I don't want you guys to look at that sacrifice as a negative thing necessarily. Okay, Liberator. Yeah, okay. This is the centerpiece of this reading, you guys, okay? If you take nothing else, pay attention to this card, okay? Wounded Child, Shapeshifter. Okay, so it's interesting to me that Gemini popped up so many times in the dice because we do have Shapeshifter here, you guys. And here's the thing. I know a lot of people dislike Geminis, and I understand why. I'm someone who has a lot of Gemini placements, so I'm not hating on Geminis. But I understand why people dislike Geminis. They do tend to have that shape-shifting energy. Which is also an energy that's very seductive, right? And I think that is why Geminis catch a lot of flack, because they're very seductive, very alluring, and then when they change up, people go, whoa, what are you doing? Anyways, can I please, we have Aries here. Yeah, I'm actually really excited for this group. There's Taurus. I was just thinking about you earlier. I was thinking of the archetype of Taurus, and I was just I just love you guys. Okay. Can I please get... Okay. This is all making so much sense to me. I'm excited for this group. Okay. Group 1. If I'm being perfectly honest, I do think I have to talk about this situation first because it is a more serious situation. Or more serious energy that is bleeding out into the rest of the reading as well. Yeah, okay. Sorry, guys. It's been 5 days since I've actually sat down and filmed, so I feel a little nervous talking to you guys. I don't know. If any of you guys do social media, when you take a break, you just get a little oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, sorry. The 10 of Cups in reverse, right? So this is a need to reevaluate your relationships, you guys. Now, obviously, you guys watched me shuffle. I asked for clarification because I was all right, what's up with this? What's up with the reevaluation? And we have the Tower and the 5 of Swords. So, there is a situation in your life. I'm so sorry, you guys. The wind is blowing. So if the lights go out and I have to stop this and save this for another day, then I guess that's going to happen. But I just want to let you guys know the wind is blowing really bad. So I might lose electricity. Anyways, the 10 of Cups needing to reevaluate a relationship, needing to take a second look at a relationship. Now, Because this is not a love reading, this is a more open message. This could be in relation to a career or more in relation to a path that you're currently on, okay? So perhaps you need to reevaluate your work life, or perhaps you need to reevaluate your family connections or your personal relationships, right? This is irrelevant. It doesn't really matter what this is representing, whether it's romantic or platonic, or whether it has to do with work or friends. Honestly, it doesn't matter. It's representing some type of connection or relationship that you have, okay? So there's that. Now, the 5 of Swords is signifying a win-lose situation. It's like, no matter what you do in the situation, you feel like it's not going to be satisfying. Somebody's going to lose. I'm so sorry, you guys. The wind is so freaking bad. Somebody's going to lose, or somebody is going, it's a petty situation. It's real super petty. So I don't know. You know how what this card reminds me of, you guys? It reminds me of a past relationship that I was in, where this person, whenever we would get into an argument, or whenever I'd be like, hey, sweetie, babe, like, this is hurting my feelings, I just want to talk about it, they would explode, and it would turn into this big ordeal that, like, it didn't need to be. So I'm kind of seeing this like that. I'm seeing it as a situation where there's just a lot of back and forth arguing, and it's like we're not on the same team, even though we're supposed to be on the same team, and it feels like a situation that could have been avoided, but one party here has made it bigger than it needed to be. I don't know. It's very petty energy. It's argumentative energy. It's the energy of just like, yeah, like I feel like I'm fighting the enemy right now, or I feel like I'm going up against somebody where there is no winning. There is no winning in the situation no matter what. So maybe that's why we're reevaluating the situation. Now, we do also have the Tower in reverse, you guys, and here's the beautiful thing about the Tower, and you guys may be asking yourself, Cenus, how is this something that I'm going to be looking forward to, or something that is going to be considered like good in my life? Because this is an opportunity for you, Group 1, to deeply transform your personal relationships, or your relationships in regards to your career, or the dynamics that you are moving about in your career, okay? The Tower in reverse is signifying, babe, this is your time. This is your time to cut that cord and to release yourself from what has been dragging you down. And you know this thing has been dragging you down, Group 1. You know this is no longer good for you. You know it's not working, but there's something in you that keeps wanting to hold on because you have this hope, or you have this dream that maybe someday it will change, maybe someday it will get better, and it's not going to get better. This is your opportunity to release that and to transform, to move on, okay? So that is what the Tower in reverse is talking about. Don't be afraid of this change that is coming up as an opportunity for you guys, because even though it may seem scary and it may seem unknown, it's going to present more opportunities than what you currently have, okay? So, going back to the beginning, we have the King of Cups. So this is maturity. This is making emotionally sound decisions. This is somebody who is in their emotional power. This is somebody who knows this is how I see the King of Cups, right? He's someone who's very emotionally intelligent. He's connected to his emotions. He's not emotionally void, right? He has a heart. He has feelings, but he's not irrational. He's grounded in his emotions. He feels like someone where it would feel safe to come to him and cry and seek comfort, seek emotional comfort. That's who the King of Cups reminds me of. So the way that I'm seeing this is you guys are going to feel very emotionally grounded in this upcoming season. You guys are going to feel very emotionally safe, perhaps even very like an energy of maturing emotionally, okay? We have the 7 of Wands here, you guys, and the 7 of Wands talks about feeling the need to defend your position. So this reevaluation of the relationship, if this is a personal romantic relationship, it could be that there's a lot of jealousy in this relationship. It could be that there is a lot of distrust. If this is a career, it could be that you recently got a promotion, or you recently got something that was viewed as an award or an accomplishment in your career, and people have been looking at you like, why you? Like, why do you think you're deserving of this? Maybe you've gone and asked for a raise, and people around you are treating you like, why do you think you are deserving of that raise? So basically, like, the way I'm just seeing this is there's jealousy of some kind surrounding you and perhaps this reevaluation situation, this situation that you need to reevaluate, or there's some type of feeling that you're having within yourself where you feel like you have to defend something that is yours, or you feel very territorial over something that is already yours. Does that make sense? We have the Two of Pentacles. Now, I do feel like we are in a season where there's a lot for us to juggle, or there's a lot on our plate, right? I almost feel like this is helping you feel a little bit more stimulated, though. For those of you where you're living a very like boring life right now, maybe this is an encouragement for you to add more to your plate. Because some of you, I feel like, are in this loop of like a routine, like the same old, same old. And I'm feeling like this is almost signifying that you need to add something in so that you have more to juggle, so that you can feel more inspired. Oftentimes, when we get stuck in a routine, our inspiration dies. So there may be a need for you guys to add something in to get re-inspired. But traditionally, the Two of Pentacles, you guys, does talk about juggling things. It talks about balance. It talks about being able to handle all that is on your plate, right? So I'm feeling like this is an encouragement again for you guys to perhaps create more harmony or more balance in your personal relationships. Maybe there's a situation in your life right now where you feel like you are putting so much energy into it and you're not getting as much in return. And there's a need for us to create more balance in that scenario, okay? We've already talked about this situation. So moving on to our last tarot card, we have the Knight of Cups. Automatically, you guys, when I'm touching this right now, when I picked it up, the universe wants you to ask for more. The universe wants you to be more vulnerable with your desires, with your wishes, with what it is that you truly want in your heart. For some of you, this is so random. I don't know why this is coming up, but for some of you, there's things in your life that you want, but you're afraid to ask for, or you're afraid to dream of having those things. For some reason, like picking this up, it literally felt like group number one needs to be bold enough to know what they want, to say what they want, and to not put on like a show, to not put on this facade of like, oh, like I'm okay with doing this, because you're not, right? I'm almost seeing this as like, for some of you, you have had this tendency to settle for less. And I'm not necessarily saying in personal relationships, but I'm saying in life in general, like downplaying our desires or downplaying what our goals are, right? And for some reason, when picking this up, it's just like, ask for more. You need to ask for more. You need to be more vulnerable with your desires. You need to wear your heart on your sleeve when it comes to what you truly want. The Knight of Cups, you guys, traditionally talks about, like I just said, wearing your heart on your sleeve. It talks about sometimes romance coming in, like an offer of romance. This is slower moving energy, you guys. This is also very seductive energy. Because the cups are connected to emotions, I automatically go like, oh, a slow burn, like a slow seduction. Oh, seduction. I don't think that's a word. But that is what the Knight of Cups is. Wearing your heart on your sleeve, becoming more vulnerable, perhaps. Raw and honest, authentic. Okay, so we have time out. This is awareness, contemplation, solitude, and time alone. So something that is coming up for you guys in this next season of your life, you are going to be spending more time alone, which some of you may hear that and go, oh, I don't want to spend time alone, or I have been spending time alone and I want to like have more people come into my circle. And I totally understand that. We're humans. It's natural for us to want to be around other humans. With this time alone, though, you guys, and time out, I'm seeing this in a bigger picture way of like us starting to like ourselves, us starting to connect with who it is that we are, and enjoying our time alone, and enjoying like things that we get to do when we're by ourselves. I don't know if you guys enjoy reading, or if you guys enjoy painting, or if you guys enjoy activities that can be done alone, but I'm seeing you guys picking up a new hobby that you do by yourself and you look forward to every week, like being able to have time to do that hobby, okay? I'm also seeing this, you guys, like I said, it feels like a deep love for yourself. It feels like we're taking this time alone to have a deep love for who we are. This could also be representing a vacation though, you guys, okay, or time off of work. If you guys are going through a breakup, obviously this time alone is talking about you guys spending more time by yourself, because obviously that relationship is coming to an end. Awareness. The awareness makes so much sense with the Knight of Cups when I was talking about becoming more vulnerable with what we want. Okay. Okay, the next one we have here, you guys, is sacrifice. And it says, though there are those worth making, there are those that will destroy you. I mean, how could we not, group number one, look at this as this tower situation? What I want to say with this, you guys, is this upcoming season of your life, there is going to be a sacrifice that you have to make. This sacrifice is going to free you, though. This sacrifice is going to lead you to so many more beautiful opportunities and so many more beautiful experiences. And you don't necessarily see that right now. But like future you is going to be like, thank goodness. Like, thank goodness we let that go, because it was not going to be a time. Okay. Also, I want you guys to ask yourself, whatever this relationship that we need to evaluate, and again, you guys know what this is, whether it's a romantic relationship, a friendship, a work situation, I have to repeat myself because people are going to be like, oh, this is just about love. Whatever this is, you guys know what it is. And I want you to ask yourself, the energy that I'm putting into this situation, am I getting that back? And is it worth the sacrifice that I'm making? If the answer is no, then like, you know for a fact it's time to get up and walk away and to welcome in this tower and to welcome in this transformation, right? All right, so we have the Liberator, okay? And it says freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. Yes, get out of those negative thought patterns, you guys. Changing your mind, and so many people do not believe this, and I don't know why. Changing your mind changes your reality. It does. Be freaking delusional, okay? We are on our delusional in 2023. We are, you guys. Be freaking delusional. Free yourself. This freeing energy is coming from us realizing that this tower is no longer meant for us. It's time for us to walk away. It's not making us happy anymore, group number freaking one. Like, it's not. So you guys need to get excited for the fact that you are coming into a season of your life where you're going to feel the most free you've ever felt. You're going to feel the most authentic you've ever felt. There's almost like this permission to be as loud as you want, this permission to be who you are. Again, it's like a permission of authenticity. I don't know if you guys were in a relationship where this person made you feel like you're too much, or you're not allowed to like certain things, or you're not allowed to, you know, be yourself. But there almost feels like this energy of someone like, oh my God, there's another card. One of the last cards that came up for you guys is going to connect back to this. But anyways, there's this feeling of being bogged down, or there's this feeling of being like chained up. And it's very important for you guys to get excited and to welcome in and to take the path that is going to be freeing you. Take the path that is going to release you from those chains, okay? We have the Wounded Child. This says, awakens compassion and desire to serve others. Wounded children opens the learning path of forgiveness. So for some of you, you may be in this situation right now because you do have a wounded child. Perhaps this is an encouragement for those of you to look at your inner child. I honestly, whenever this comes up, it automatically just makes me feel like therapy. Like, please go to therapy. Please talk to someone about your trauma. The wounded child, I feel like, is coming in to refer to a time in our life where we had our innocence still, or refer to a time in life where we still had hope, right? Children are so full of hope. Children are so full of like, tomorrow is going to be amazing, right? And I almost feel like there is this reawakening that is going to happen in your guys' life where you get connected back to that energy. Not necessarily being childlike or having the innocence of childhood, but having a more optimistic view on tomorrow. We have Shapeshifter here, you guys. This is transformation. It says skills at navigating through different levels of consciousness, the ability to see potential in everything. Okay, so 100% being able to transform, being able to shapeshift, you guys. I feel like this is really just signifying the transformation and the change that is going to be taking place in your guys' life. I feel like this next season that you guys are coming upon, you're going to look at yourself and you are going to look different. You are going to feel different. You're going to think differently. You're going to act differently. I really feel like there is a full scale, full mind, body, and soul transformation happening for you guys, group one. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with the freedom that you are gaining from releasing this tower and, again, reevaluating that relationship. We have Aries here, which, you guys, the fact that Aries is coming up and there's all this stuff about freedom and liberation. So the radical, this is activate, self-starting. Oh my God, my nose got an itch. Daring, fierce, assertive, fiery, exhilarating, innocent. Oh my god, you guys, isn't that so crazy? We were talking about the innocence and innocent. Anyways, on a mission, bossy, driving, sparky, courageous, self, macho, impulsive, argumentative, and competitive. You guys are going to be so freaking free. Ah! I'm so sorry. So I flipped the camera. But anyways, Aries is showing up, you guys. Liberation is here. Freedom is here. I can't think of a sign that would represent freedom more than Aries. This is also very fiery and passionate energy, right? Also, the innocence that's here. Aries is like the youngest or like the childlike sign of the zodiac, which I also think is really interesting. I really, really feel like this is a step one in your next chapter. This is like day one, chapter one. We're in a new book. Like, it's not even the next chapter. We're in a new book, you guys, okay? My body lotion. Okay. And then we have Taurus here, you guys, okay? And this says earthy, practical, steadfast, productive, fertile, tactical, ample, worthy, ripe, pleasure-seeking, sensuous, blooming, solid, possessive, tenacious, loyal, patient, and deliberate. Okay, so Taurus energy is connected to Venus, you guys. So I'm just seeing this as, again, like us having more opportunity, us having more luxurious experiences, more beautiful, harmonious experiences in this upcoming season. I don't know, you guys, like, this is where I feel like you guys are heading. I feel like you were heading towards this, like, being radically free, really indulging in the passion and the beauty and the luxury of life, really tapping into your energy of, like, I am this amazing person. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to have my independence. I deserve to go after my passions. I deserve to suck the nectar from life, okay? That's really what I'm feeling like these two cards are representing in regards to, like, what it is you guys have to look forward to in this upcoming season. All right, the next one we have here is the Great Gathering, and it says it's all coming together, intuitive hits, soul tribe. Yeah, so I'm seeing this as like the weaving of our purpose, or the weaving of, again, this like new book that we are starting in our life, this new novel, okay? Like, it's all coming together. Like, everything is going to make sense. The steps, the falling of the tower is going to be so clear, and you're going to understand why it's happening, and you're going to be like, okay, like, this, it may suck right now, but like, I know this is going to be absolutely freaking amazing for me. I know this is going to be the first step of my transformation, the first step of my new life. Like, that's really what this feels like, you guys. It feels like you are headed in the direction of, I'm having a new life. Like, I'm going to be experiencing a new way of being. The last card I have for you guys is Unbound. It says release soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. That's why this tower is coming down, you guys, because you've completed your soul contract with the situation. You've completed whatever you needed to complete. The situation is done, okay? Whatever has been tying you down to this, you are being released, all right? There again is this sense of freedom. There again is this sense of like, you deserve now to go out and to experience the world in a brand new way. You deserve to experience the world in a more independent way so that you can experience more beauty, more happiness, right? Yeah. All right, guys, that's what I have for you guys. Group number one. Overall, liberation is what you have to look forward to in this next chapter of your life, or this next book, as I was saying. And I'm excited for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Let me know down below if you are excited or if this resonated. Thank you. I love you. And I'll talk to you really soon. Okay, bye. Hi, group two. Welcome to your guys' reading. Let's go ahead and do a little roll. We have Sagittarius and we have Aries. Hello, Sagittarius. Hello, Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, you guys. I forgot to say this in the last pile. Oh my goodness. Sun, Moon, Rising. But also, you guys, if your sign doesn't pop up, it's okay. The dice is just dessert. Sagittarius again in Virgo. Hi, Virgo. Aquarius and Pisces. Hello, Aquarius. Hello, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, you guys. All right, let's go ahead and get you guys a card. Can I please get a card for group number two on what it is that they have to look forward to in this upcoming season? I feel like that was too many. This upcoming season of their life. What does group two have to look forward to? Ooh, that is so exciting. I feel like I never get the Six of Swords in this deck, which I love the Six of Swords. So, like, that's really exciting for you guys. Okay, Can I get some cards for group number 2 in regards to what they have to look forward to in this upcoming season? I don't know if that flipped here, you guys, or if this flipped at a different time, so I'm just going to put it back. Can I please get... There we go. Ooh, okay. Can I get some confirmation on this card right here, please? Okay. Can I get some confirmation on this one as well? Okay. Interesting. Can I get some cards for group number 2 in regards to what they have to look forward to? This is interesting. Okay. Some of you guys may have also been attracted to group number 1. Ooh. Artist. Mesdames, messieurs. North Node. Venus. Love her. Okay. Can I get some cards? Wow, okay, this is exciting. Okay, group number 2. The first card that came up for you guys was the High Priestess in reverse. All right, we love the High Priestess. So with this group number 2, what it is that you have to look forward to in this next chapter of your life is having more trust within yourself and your intuition and your decision making, okay? For some of you, I don't want to say this in a rude way, and this is obviously not for all of you, but there's some of you here who, I don't want to say you're insecure because it's not necessarily, okay, no, it is insecurity, but it's insecurity in the manner of like just wanting to be accepted, which is really normal. It's a very human trait. Everyone wants to be accepted to some extent, but I feel like this acceptance or this need or this desire to be accepted by other people, manifests in the form of self-doubt, to the point where it's like I feel like you guys are going and asking other people's opinion in regards to like really serious matters in your life, matters that may change the course of your life. And there's nothing wrong with getting a second opinion or with, you know, asking people for advice or being like, hey, like, what do you think about this? Or even like getting readings, right? Like that's completely fine. But when those opinions or those outside perspectives or those outside sources are overriding your own intuition, your own knowledge, your own perception, that is not good. That's not okay, group number 2. All right. This is your life. All right. All of us, like, this is your life. This is my life, right? I cannot make decisions based on what other people want for me or based on what other people view as like good for me, because nobody's me, right? I'm the only me. You're the only you, group 2. So like you need to really, really get in touch with your intuition and learn how to trust yourself, trust your opinion, trust your knowledge, trust where it is that you are feeling called to go. All right. Now, where I feel like this trust is coming in majorly for you guys, and how this is being something that you guys need to look forward to, is because I feel like you're going to be entering into a phase where you trust yourself so absolutely to the point where when offers come in, you know which offers to take and which offers to pass on. It feels like I'm so confident in my intuition and I'm so confident in my self-worth that I'm not going to just accept anything that is handed to me. I'm not going to accept anything that's just offered to me, right? It really needs to be in alignment with who it is that I am and where it is I'm wanting to go. I'm gonna use myself as an example, you guys, you know, because like I can't use you as an example. I don't know what you're doing. But recently I went on a date with somebody and he was so sweet. He was so kind. He was really cute. He was freaking tall and like, you know, all that. But something just felt off, right? Something just fell off. And previously in relationship, I used to tend to overlook. I no longer do this, but I used to overlook perhaps certain red flags or certain things that I was like, I don't really like that. And I've always regretted it, right? And over the past few years, I've gotten really comfortable with just trusting my intuition. And if my intuition goes, hey, girly pop, this ain't it, I go, this ain't it. And I don't need to explain why. I don't need to explain like, oh, my intuition just said nah. Like, I don't need to say that. So I told this individual, like, you're really nice. You were really great, but something just doesn't feel right and I don't feel comfortable proceeding. And obviously they were upset and they did not understand. They were like, something's wrong with you. Like, you maybe just aren't ready to date. And that's not it. It's just the vibe was off, all right? And I trust myself enough to know that something within me knew that it wasn't right, right? So that's where I feel like you guys are going to be at. You're not going to feel the need to explain your decisions. You're not going to feel the need to explain why it is you're making the choices you're making. You feel confident in who you are and what you want and where you want to go, that you're not going to be swayed by any offer that's coming to you. And you're also not going to feel the need to explain your rejection of those offers, okay? It's like, I just don't want it because I don't want it. What's it to you? We have a surprise coming in or something unexpected, okay? So I'm seeing this, I'm seeing this as chaos coming in, you guys. And I always say this, and I know some of you are probably so sick of me saying this, but in order to invoke change, you must invoke chaos. Unfortunately, I don't even think it's unfortunate because I think chaos can be so beautiful. And I think honestly, the word chaos has a bad association to it, but honestly, I think chaos is positive. I think chaos is what creates change. Without chaos, we don't get to change. And I think change is beautiful. I think change is magical. So with this Page of Pentacles, you guys, I'm seeing this very much as you entering into a stage where things are very uncertain or very unclear. You may run into a lot of obstacles, or you may run into a lot of experiences that alter the chemistry of your brain, or perhaps change your perspective on life, okay? I'm also seeing this, you guys, as perhaps putting yourself in positions or putting yourself in situations where you don't have a clear understanding of what the outcome is. But again, there's this trust. There's this trust that like, I'm going to go where I'm meant to go. I'm going to be led where I'm meant to be led. So that's how I'm seeing this Page of Pentacles or this Page of Cups. I'm just seeing it very much in the energy of like welcoming in chaos, welcoming in surprises, welcoming in a little bit of perhaps mischievous energy as well. Now, I need to talk about these. Well, obviously, I asked for a clarifier. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 9 of, is this the 9? I believe it is. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, okay. The 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So, you guys, what I need to say to you is you need to stop selling yourself short. I don't know if this is in relationships or if this is literally at work or like with what it is you're doing on a business standpoint, maybe even what you guys are doing educational wise. But you are selling yourself short. There is an area in life, group number 2, where you are not being given the respect or the money or the time that you deserve, the effort that you deserve. There's somebody in your life or a situation in your life that's occurring that is, I want to say, gypping you. So this is a need for you guys in this next chapter of your life, in this next season. You need to really evaluate your worth. You need to really sit down with yourself and evaluate what it is that you are, like what price you're placing yourself at. And I know that sounds so disgusting to be like, what price are you placing yourself at? Because obviously humans are not objects. We know okay, I'm not trying to say humans are objects, but we do live in a world where people are going to treat us the way we enforce ourselves to be treated. What I'm saying is people are going to treat you poorly if you allow them to treat you poorly. People are going to treat you as low value if you allow them to treat you as low value. So I need you, group number 2, to sit down with yourself and to really evaluate how it is that you are respecting yourself or how it is that you are disrespecting yourself in these situations, and place a higher value on your time, on your energy, on your talents, on your abilities, on your relationships, on your love, right? That's what I'm going to need you guys to do. That's basically what these 2 cards are saying. Like, you need to evaluate your value, okay? And like reassess how it is that you are presenting that value to the world, and reassess how it is that you are enforcing that value, okay? We've got the 6 of Swords, you guys, and the 6 of Swords is talking about transformation, change. It's also talking about travel. So for some of you, there could be an opportunity to travel that may help you get connected. Here's the thing. I think traveling is something everyone should have the right to do. I think everyone should get like a year or 2 to get like to be able to just go travel. I think that this should be a human right for everyone to be able to have the ability to travel, because I think that this expands our minds on such a massive level. And I think that we become more compassionate, more understanding, better people when we have the opportunity to experience other cultures and other people who live on the other side of the world, or other side of this, or that side of, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we become better people the more we get to connect with people who live differently than us. I also think we start to understand that how connected we all are when we have the ability to do this, because honestly, like, even though we all come from different backgrounds and different we all have different experiences, at our core we're all human, and we all have the same fears and the same desires, maybe not the exact same, but like, you guys know. And it's just very humbling, I think, to be able to connect with other humans across the globe. Like, I think that's something that everyone should have the opportunity to experience. Anyways, traveling may be coming up for some of you. But also change and transformation. This could also be signifying moving, you guys, moving our physical body, moving our energy. I'm seeing this perhaps as you guys, okay, for some of you, you're wanting to like drop your major or change your major. Some of you are in like university and you're wanting to change what it is you're studying. Okay, so this is that transformation happening. For some of you, you live in an area that you are no longer like happy living in, or you don't feel safe anymore. So I see this as you guys moving to an area where you have the ability to feel safe, like walking outside or like going for a walk by yourself. For others of you, I'm seeing this as you like cutting out perhaps past relationships and deciding like, that's kind of toxic, I'm ready to move on from that. Okay, this could even be habits or self-limiting beliefs that you guys are deciding to move away from. Okay. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So, back to the people who are in university, this is you guys picking up that new study or that new trade and really putting in a lot of time and energy and effort into perfecting that skill set that you are wanting to pursue. So congratulations with that. For others of you, this is you wanting to put more work into yourself. I don't know if this is your physical body, if this is your mental self, if this is your emotional or spiritual self. It could be all of the above. The way that I'm seeing this though for you guys, group 2, is us spending a lot of time, energy, and effort in perfecting something in our life and trying to really tap into something that we're passionate about, something that we want to grow, something that we want to see become successful, and perfecting that area of our life. Now, for some of you, this has to do with dating, right? And you're really wanting to find a partner who matches you energetically, or a partner who loves you and respects you and is like on your level. So I'm seeing this as you putting that energy into yourself. That is the best way to attract someone, you guys. When you focus on yourself, when you focus on bettering yourself, either that could even be like making more money, figuring out ways to become more financially successful, figuring out ways to feel more confident. I oftentimes feel like the reason why financial success does correlate to romantic success, I feel like that has a lot to do with confidence and the fact that people who are financially secure tend to feel more confident. Now, I'm not talking about like rich, like Elon Musk, like Bezos, okay? I'm talking about like feeling financially secure, feeling like, okay, like I'm not living paycheck to paycheck, or I have some level of like foundation where I feel safe. That ensues a lot of confidence in somebody, right? So I think that has a lot to do with romantic success, is confidence. So, point is, we're putting effort and energy into something. We're trying to perfect a skill. We're trying to focus on bettering ourselves or bettering a part of our life and perfecting that. Okay? Okay. Receptivity. And it says, allow yourself to receive, allow yourself to give. Yeah. This is a very feminine card, a very like beautiful, having your hand open, just ready to receive the gifts, the beauty that life has to offer you, and being willing and ready to give that in return, right? I'm really seeing this as you guys entering into a season in your life where you are ready to just bask in the glory, bask in the happiness, bask in the blessings that are on the way for you. It's like this is your winning season. That's how that feels. And I also feel like a lot of that is us. I feel like a lot of that is us kind of leaning back, right? And not being so aggressive and not being so like, oh my God, I need this thing to feel worthy. I need this thing to feel confident. It's us leaning back and saying, whoever is ready to place a gift in my hand, I am ready to receive, but I'm not going to chase you, right? This mermaid here, she's not chasing the bird down. She's not like, hey, bird, I'm going to come catch you. She's leaning back and she's like, oh, you have a gift for me. Thank you so much. She's not chasing it. She's just receiving it. She's just ready. She's just like, thank you. I appreciate that. She's not stressed. She's not worried. She's like, I got this. Almost like entering into a stage of a more relaxed time in your life. We have the hedonist. You guys always correct me when I say that, and I'm sorry. It says, inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrate the beauty in yourself. Yes. This is an abundant period of your life, you guys. Inspires creative energy. So perhaps you guys are becoming more creative, or you're feeling more creatively inspired, more creatively awakened, right? It says, embrace the good things in life. Yeah, I really feel like this is your like winning season. This is your season of like, things are going to work out for me. Lucky girl syndrome. If you guys don't know what lucky girl syndrome, look it up, okay? Look it up. You need to embrace that energy. I'm also, again, she's leaning back and she's just indulging herself in the beautiful fruit plate or the fruit bowl she has in front of her, okay? This is very, very just like, yes, life is beautiful. Life is great. Everything works in my favor, period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I did skip our other mermaid card, so my bad. We have freedom. It says independence and self-determination. Okay, so a period of life where you're feeling very independent, very self-sufficient, okay? You could also be feeling highly determined and not motivated, but disciplined to get what you want, right? The thing with somebody who's extremely independent, you guys, someone who's independent doesn't need anything. Someone who's independent knows that everything that they need is going to be given to them, where they are going to receive it one way or another. They're not worried about it. Again, she's leaning back. There's so much energy here of leaning back. This season of your life, group 2, you are leaning back. You are leaning back and you are saying, yeah, I am receiving. Like, this is what I deserve. This is what I'm going to get, period. Leaning back. Also, with not selling yourself short anymore, you guys are ready to stop selling yourself short. You guys are ready to hold yourself at a high value. You guys are ready to demand respect. You guys are ready to receive, okay? So that's what I think all this like leaning back energy is. It's like, I'm not going to chase anything anymore. I'm not going to chase it. What is meant for me is going to come for me. That's what that feels like. And that doesn't mean that we're sitting back and not doing anything, you guys, because I don't believe in that energy, but it's like there's an energy here of like not being desperate, right? Okay. Mesdames, messieurs, okay, and it says entrepreneurial, or creative ability to turn anything into gold, delight in sharing life's riches. Okay, I really feel like this season of your life, you guys, is a money season, okay? I'm almost feeling like you guys are intentionally avoiding romantic relationships because you're wanting to focus on your studies, or you're wanting to focus on getting your bag, okay? That's really what I feel like this is saying. And if there is a romantic situation going on in your life, or if you're someone who wants romance, again, it feels like what we're focusing on is becoming more independent for ourselves. And perhaps you guys are wanting to start a business and you're wanting to become more financially secure. And again, that financial security is going to create confidence in yourself, which then may again attract somebody who's going to value you. Again, I just need to make it clear, because people like to put words in my mouth. I'm not telling you that you need to be rich for people to want you. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, when you feel stable in your life, you're more confident. That is period, point blank. That is a fact. All right? Facts on facts. So, don't come at me. Come at society. All right? I don't make the rules. That's just what it is. All right. We also have the artist, you guys. 100%, you guys are coming into an era of life where there is a new artistic endeavor that you guys are wanting to pursue. I don't know what this is. And the way some of you are going to look at artists and you're thinking very specifically like painting, sculpting, something like that. That's not what art has to be, you guys. Art can be an array of different things, okay? Art can be someone who's like an engineer, right? And they're wanting to design buildings, right? That's artistic. Art can be somebody who is a writer. Art can be a chef. Art can literally be anything, you guys. Anything can be turned into art, but it's doing something in a very passionate way, in a very skillful way, and in a very beautiful way. Art, it tends to be beautiful in some way or another. So this says expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. I'm convinced that you guys are entering into a season of creativity. You guys are entering into a season of really getting creative with how it is that you're making money, or perhaps with how it is that you are learning a new skill set, or perhaps with how it is that you are going out into the dating world, right? But there's an energy of doing something to such a high degree that it becomes artistic. You know what? Automatically, you guys, The Art of War is like coming into my mind. And I love that book, by the way. If any of you guys are into that, I would definitely recommend. If you've been thinking about reading that book, read that book. But for some reason, like, that's coming up, and I feel like it's for me to say, like, even war can be artistic, like art. And I'm not saying war is good. Please don't again put words in my mouth. But there's an art to everything. There's an art to seduction. There's an art to power. There's an art to becoming self-made or an entrepreneur. There's an art to freedom. There's an art to perhaps being a successful student. Like, there's an art form to everything if you do it well and you do it in a manner that is very beautiful, right? So I'm definitely feeling like art is playing such a big role in this next season of your guys' life. Now, moving on, we have Venus, which makes sense with all this artistic energy here, you guys. It says beauty, harmony, romance, charm, receiving. We are leaning back in this season, group 2. Sensuality, luxury, wealth. Again, you guys, we are upping our value, okay? Our price just went up. Don't put words in my mouth. I know humans don't have prices, but like, metaphorically, our price went up. Wealth, diplomacy, magnetism, value, pleasure, adornment, adoration, attraction, indulgence, taste, and style. We are in a season of our life where we are attracting. We are in a season in our life where we are leaning back. We are leaning back. We are putting all our energy into us. We are placing a high price on ourselves, on our time, on our energy, on our value. Okay? Love this for you guys, group 2. We also have the North Node here, and this is soul school, learning curve, fulfillment, purpose, maturing, experience, North Star, process, development, practice, path, beacon, blossoming, becoming, integrity, and journey. All right, so the North Node is all about like our destiny. It's like where we're supposed to be. It's the energy we should shoot for, right? So I'm really seeing this for you guys as you are entering into this next chapter, into this next season of your life, where you are trying to go after your purpose, where you're trying to fulfill some type of life journey or some type of life purpose, some type of like, this is a goal that I've had for a long time. This is where I feel like I'm meant to be. Destiny. All right. We have awakening. This is energetic upgrades, a new way of being, and integration. So yeah, like I've said this entire reading, our price is going up. All right. This new season, we are more expensive. All right. Y'all should have caught us at the last season when we were half off or on sale. But this season, the price is being, okay. We are in a recession. There is inflation. So our price is going up, period. That is what that is. Okay. We have Emerald. This says, where are you being called to journey to? Again, there's some type of moving. There's some type of like our physical body feeling called or pulled in a certain direction. And it doesn't have to be that we are literally like packing our bags and moving. For some of you, it is. But for others of you, it's more of like, where are we feeling called to? Again, I did say there was a change happening. There was a little bit of chaos happening here where we feel like we need to change directions. And that's what I feel like is happening for you guys in this next season. We are changing directions. So group number 3, that is what I have for you guys. Let me know below if this resonated. Thank you. I love you. And I'll talk to you guys really soon. Okay. Bye. Hi, group 3, my final group. Welcome. I love you. Let's go ahead and do a little roll. Gemini, just Gemini. Gemini, you've showed up so much in today's reading in 1 and 2, and now 3. So hello. Libra and Aries. Hello, Libra. Hello, Aries. Virgo and Aquarius. Sun, moon, rising, you guys. Doesn't have to be, but it could be. The dice is just extra confirmation. It's just dessert. It's not necessary for your sign to show up. Okay. The main message is the cards. So if the cards don't resonate, the reading's not for you. Okay. Let's go ahead. Temperance. Spirit said you're not going to speak right now. Okay. Group number 3. Can I please get a message for group 3 in regards to this next season of their life? What do they have to look forward to? Love her. What does group 3 have to look forward to? Okay. What does group 3 have to look... Actually, I need a lot of confirmation here. So, I would like confirmation on... We'll start here. Can I get confirmation on this first card? Clarification. Okay. Can I get clarification on the second card, please? Okay. Can I get clarification on this third card? Okay. And can I get clarification on this last card, please? Okay. Thank you. Can I please get a card? Okay. Can I please get... Makes sense. Can I please... Oh, there's a lot that came up. Sagittarius, which you are here twice. Sagittarius in the cards, the 11th and the 9th house. All right. That was Warrior Woman. If you guys are familiar with this deck, it was Warrior Woman. Group 3. So first card we have is Temperance. Temperance group 3 talks about a need to create harmony and balance in your life, a need to create, like I just said, harmony and balance. Okay. As you guys can see here, this woman is taking from one cup and pouring into another. She's trying to make them even. She's trying to make them equal. Okay. So I asked for confirmation because, like, harmony and balance. Okay. The 5 of Pentacles is coming up. So the 5 of Pentacles is not great, right? But this is what it is that you have to look forward to in this next season of your life. So what I think you have to look forward to in this upcoming season, group number 3, is more financial responsibility in a way that's going to make you successful. Or being more disciplined financially that in a way that's going to make you more successful. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the 5 of Pentacles talks about basically being broke, or financially struggling, or not having the abundance that you need in order to feel secure. This also talks about feeling like the people around you just don't care, or they don't give you the energy that you give them. And I feel like I've talked about this to some extent in most of the piles. So much to where I feel like I need to do a pile 4 because I feel like we need some more variety in the readings. But with this, you guys, I'm really just getting this energy of like, we're not putting up with that anymore. And I'm going to skip around because I absolutely freaking have to. We have the Queen of Swords, you guys. So this makes so much sense with these 2 cards starting us off with, you need balance. Like, you need to freaking stop spending your money irresponsibly, or stop staying in that job that's not paying you enough, or stop giving your energy to your friends when they don't give their energy to you. Stop putting all your energy into a man when he's not putting any energy into you, or a woman, even though I love the women. So like, it's hard for me to not be on the girly side. But anyways, and then we have the freaking Queen of Swords. You guys are going to become ruthless, all right? That's what I'm feeling like this Temperance is representing. Because the 5 of Pentacles, I'm going to be very honest with you, it's weak energy. It's weak energy. It's, I'm not doing what I need to do in order to have the financial security that I need, and I'm allowing people to make me feel less than. What is that quote by Eleanor? It is, nobody has the ability to make you feel inferior unless you give them permission or something like that. It's something to that effect. It's like, you have to give people the consent to make you feel inferior or to make you feel less than. And the 5 of Pentacles is 100% that. I feel like I am so weak or I'm so debilitated in my life where I allow people to treat me like garbage, or I allow people to walk all over me, or I allow people to only bring me in when I have something to offer, or to only want to be around me when it benefits them or when they have nobody else. Screw that. Anyone who wants to be in your life needs to want to be in your life when it's good, when it's bad, when you're in a good mood, when you're in a bad mood, when you're up, when you're down. Like, no, we are not accepting people who are just there for their convenience. Also, with the money situation, there is always ways to make more money, you guys. There's always ways to explore new financial avenues. And I know that money is like a touchy subject for a lot of people. And I know that a lot of people have been raised in an environment where having like the mindset of like money is limitless is very difficult. And I know there's a lot of nuances to this conversation, but the point is, you guys owe it to yourself, especially if you are an adult. You owe it to yourself to provide stability for yourself to the best of your abilities, okay? So what I'm seeing with all these cards right here is we are becoming ruthless. We are becoming ruthless with the fact that, number one, we deserve to only have people in our life who are deserving of our time, energy, resources, and we are also becoming ruthless in the manner of being disciplined to create stability for ourselves, okay? Which, this is an amazing thing, you guys. I personally don't think you get anywhere in the world when you walk around and you go, oh, life just is what it is. Like, I really do believe in this energy of the Queen of Swords, of just being cutthroat and ruthless and dangerous, deadly. Like, I think that that is an energy that, unfortunately, in 2023, many of us do need to exhibit this energy in order to be successful, or in order to not be walked on, right? And I know that some of you watching this are soft-hearted people, and I don't want to encourage you to lose that, because I do think it's very important to remain have the ability to maintain your integrity or your soft spirit. But at the same time, when your soft spirit, or when your gentleness is putting you in a position of financial stress, or putting you in a position of loneliness and people taking advantage of you, that is no longer acceptable, okay? And you can be soft on the inside and hard on the outside. So cutthroat energy is what I'm saying with this. I feel like you guys are going to be welcoming in this energy of, if you're not serving me, you're getting out. If you're not here to make me more money, you're leaving. If you're not here to love me unconditionally, you're leaving. If you're not here to help better me, you are out, okay? We also have the King of freaking Wands in reverse, you guys. Now, the King of Wands in reverse is saying you need to get hella comfortable with freaking being a leader. You need to get so freaking comfortable and confident in your ability to take charge, okay? The energy that I'm getting from this is we need to pull ourselves out of being victimized. Now, I'm not saying you guys necessarily have a victim complex, because that's not necessarily what's coming up, but I do feel like you guys have experienced certain negative events in your life, either recently or throughout your life, that have left you feeling like you always get the poop end of the stick, okay? Or you always get like the raw end of the deal. And I feel like what this whole reading is saying, it's time to stand up, group number 3. It's time to get up. It's time to take charge. It's time to exhibit an energy that is more powerful, more masculine, more, again, cutthroat. Like, I just keep getting this energy of cutthroat, be aggressive, be a little abrasive, don't be afraid to step on anyone's toes. That's what this feels like, okay? I'm so sorry, but that's what this feels like. The King of Wands is giving me very much the energy, especially when he's in reverse, of I'm timid or I'm afraid to step into my power. But in reality, that's exactly what we need to do. That's exactly what we need in order to be happy. And the reason why I'm feeling that is because I did ask for confirmation, and we have the Lovers. The Lovers talks about picking the path that's best for you. And in the traditional tarot, you guys, I wish I had the freaking, I don't have a deck around me. Anyways, in the traditional tarot, you can see it more clearly, where the woman is looking up at the angel instead of looking at the man, and the man is looking at the woman, and the woman's looking up at the angel, and she's like, I'm gonna choose this path that is like best for me, the path of like going towards the angel, and the man's like, I'm gonna choose the woman. So the way I'm seeing this, you guys, is again being cutthroat and being like, look, I'm not going to put your happiness above my happiness, or I'm not going to put what's best for you above what's best for me. And I know some of you may be listening to this and it may be a little bit abrasive for you, or it may be a little bit, like you may feel a little bit of offended, because some of you have, again, like a really gentle spirit, a really soft soul, and hearing that you need to kind of toughen up may sound like not great, right? And I understand that, but I do feel like you guys need to hear that, because I think that if you continue on a path of allowing people to take advantage of you, or allowing yourself to settle for situations that leave you depleted or leave you in a state of lack, I think you're going to continue feeling helpless, or you're going to continue feeling like you don't have control of your life, right? The lack of control that I'm feeling like I need to talk about for you guys is this Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords talks about being tied up, being stuck, feeling like you are trapped, feeling like you are caged, feeling like you are imprisoned, okay? Something is holding you back. And again, I'm gonna just say it again, we need to become more freaking cutthroat. In order to get out of this, you guys, no one's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. You have to get yourself out of the situation. And it's not going to be easy. It's going to be really hard. But you're the only one who's capable of doing it. The next card that I asked, because I did ask for confirmation for so many of these cards, is the freaking 10 of Pentacles. What is the 10 of Pentacles? This is long-term investment. This is looking towards the future. So the way I'm seeing this, you guys, is we have to figure out how to create a level of security, a level of freedom for ourselves in order for our future selves to be happy. I'm seeing this as like, with this Eight of Swords, we may feel very comfortable with the situation that we're stuck in, or very comfortable with our habitual patterns or our habitual habits. That's not going to create this long-standing abundance, this long-standing stability, though. The 10 of Pentacles, you guys, is like, you have stability. You have abundance. All these things are going to take time to build up, and it is an investment to receive this. If you want to receive this, you have to get yourself out of this Eight of Swords. And again, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be difficult, all right? Your hands are tied. You're blindfolded. You are surrounded by swords. But this is possible. And again, you are the only person who's going to come and save you. So you got to do it, all right, Group 3? You have to do it for future you. Because I feel like for a lot of you, you today, you're suffering, or you're feeling like you're in a stuck situation, or you're feeling like, my life could be more, my life could be better. But imagine what you in 20 years is going to think if you don't get yourself out of this situation. You in 20 years is going to be so freaking regretful if you do not have the courage to release yourself from this Eight of Swords. And again, we have the Queen of Swords. Cutthroat. The next card we have here, you guys, is the Two of Cups in reverse. The Two of Cups in reverse, group number 3, talks about feeling out of sync with a loved one, or feeling like there is a lack of common ground. Now, this does not have to literally be a loved one in group number 3. This could be talking about you feeling out of sync with yourself, or you feeling out of sync with what it is that makes you happy in life, or you just feeling very disconnected from your reality at this moment in time. So that's not great. I did ask for confirmation on this, and the way we get out of that, you guys, the way I believe we're getting out of that is through going out and having more fun, or through creating more passion in our life, creating some type of outlet for us to escape to, creating some type of, I don't want to say like, what is that? When you throw it out into the water, you're drowning, you guys know what I'm saying? The circle thing. I don't know why I can't think of it. I'm seeing it, but I can't think of it. That's what I'm feeling, though. I'm feeling like you guys are out in the water, you're drowning, and like you're waiting for someone to send you out the freaking circle floaty thing to save you, and that's not happening. So I'm feeling like this is saying like you have to go out and lean on things that are going to make you happy. I'm seeing this as you need to go out more with your friends. You need to reach out to your family members, or reach out to people that you know love you, who you know care about you. For some of you, you're in a toxic relationship that you need to leave. This person is hindering your ability to create some type of stability for yourself, either emotionally or financially. I feel like this person has the ability to perhaps be very selfish and to think about themselves and to put what they need in front of what you need. And what I want to say to that, for those of you who are relating to that, you need to put what you need in front of what they need. I would actually encourage you to leave that person altogether if you are relating to that. And I'm sorry I'm being harsh on you, group 3. I'm really not trying to. I do feel like this group specifically does need a little bit of like a cage shake, a moment of like wake up, like this is not going to like again, like nobody's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. Like get up. For this, okay, if I was talking to like my best friend, I would be like, babe, you need to stop hanging out with your man so much, or you need to like stop putting so much of your energy onto him, and you need to come out with me. Like we need to go out and have fun. We need to go traveling. We need to go do something, because you're depleting yourself, or you are creating an unhappy environment for yourself because you're putting so much time and energy on him. Now this could also be you guys representing something to do with your career. Perhaps you're spending too much time at work, a place that may not be giving you the financial abundance that you want or desire, or the fulfillment that you desire, and there's a need for you to explore something outside of that, okay? All right, you guys, again, I'm so sorry if I'm being aggressive. The next card we have here is the Mirror, and it says, know thyself, self-examination, seeing who you really are. Guys, shadow work, all right? So are you doing your shadow work, group number 3? If you are not, I would really encourage you to please go look into shadow work. Please, you know what I want you, go look into shadow work questions, because I think that this oftentimes invokes a lot of understanding of ourselves. I don't necessarily do a lot of shadow work these days, but at the beginning of my spiritual journey, I did so much of this, you guys, and I started understanding so many little things about myself that were related to triggers from my childhood, and understanding like where those triggers come from, I feel like really helped me overcome certain things that were standing in my way, certain things that were creating self-limiting beliefs for myself. So I would like to encourage you guys to examine yourself. Why are you staying in this situation? Why do you feel like you don't deserve more? Because oftentimes, you guys, especially for those of you who are adults, if you are not an adult, this reading does not pertain to you, because you're not an adult. You don't have the ability to get yourself out of the situation that you may be currently in. For those of you who grew up in a financially stressful environment, and you are an adult, I'm not saying that you have, like, it's going to be so freaking easy for you to untrain your mind to get out of that. I understand that everyone comes from different situations, different scenarios, and everyone's level of easiness in life is going to be different, right? It's just natural. It's just the way the world works. With this card, though, you guys, I think it's really important for us to examine why we do the things we do, why we are the way that we are, why we are in the position that we are in. Because I feel like when you can examine yourself and you can understand yourself, you can take some of your power back, right? There's been many times, you guys, where I have had certain jobs that did not pay me what I believe that I deserved. And I needed to examine that. I needed to look at, why am I accepting this? Why do I think that this is okay? And the truth is, I thought it was okay because I was raised to be grateful for what I have instead of strive for more. And that's no longer the mindset I have anymore. Although I am grateful for the things that I do have, I will never stop striving for more. I will never stop having a desire to create a life that feels more in alignment with myself. And I'm not going to feel guilty about that, and I don't think you should feel guilty about that either. The next card we have here is the Magic of the Calendith, and it says caution, secrecy, and wary. So in this next season of your life, group number 3, I do think it's very important for you guys to be aware of those who may see your kindness for weakness. A lot of kind-hearted, soft souls tend to get taken advantage of because there's sharks in the water, guys, right? Like, the world is full of sharks. And people who are soft and who are kind and who are gentle tend to get taken advantage of because the sharks are in the water and they can smell blood when people like this engage. So what I want to say with this is having a layer of protection around yourself. Understanding that the person who's going to look out for you the most is you. Okay. And I know sometimes it's easy to get swept up in this idea of like a knight in shining armor, or this is the solution to all my problems, or I need to have loyalty to this person because A, B, and C. But in reality, you guys, this again is very much talking about you needing to put you first. The story behind this mermaid, you guys, she was a very rich mermaid, or she had a lot of treasure, and sailors would take advantage of her and then steal her money. So, not making yourself so readily available for those who don't have your best interest at heart. Not making yourself so readily available for those who just want to deplete you, right? Conserving your energy, conserving your time, conserving your resources for you. That doesn't make you selfish, that makes you smart. A lot of people think that when you are looking out for yourself or putting yourself first, that makes you a selfish person. It does not make you a selfish person, group number 3. It makes you somebody who is working throughout the world in the manner that is most intelligent for what the world has become, okay? Okay. You guys, this is what I was talking about. What is this? What is this? Okay. The rescuer. It says provide strength and support to others in crisis. Acts out of love with no expectation of reward. I'm going to read the shadow attribute to this card. It says assumes that the rescued will reciprocate. Keeps the rescued one needy. I want to repeat that one more time. Assumes the rescued will reciprocate. So group number 3. You are sacrificing your happiness in the hopes or with the idea that the people you're sacrificing for are also going to sacrifice for you. And I'm going to tell you this right now, group number 3, that is not going to happen. You are the only one you need to rescue. You are the only one that you need to look out for. And I don't care how selfish that sounds. This is the reality of the world. You guys have to look out for your best interest first. I'm not saying be a freaking horrible human being, you guys, right? Like, I'm not saying you can't be loving. I'm not saying you can't care about other people. I'm not saying you have to just walk around with this like chip on your shoulder. But what I am saying is you do need to protect yourself. You do need to put your own interests first. That needs to come above everyone, everything, okay? Now, obviously, if you guys are parents, that does not apply because your children should come first. Well, your children should be like really closely behind you because if you're not okay, your children aren't going to be okay. So you technically still do need to come first, but I know a lot of parents don't like hearing like you need to come first. You need to put yourself up. Okay, I get that. But you're the only person who's going to rescue you, group number freaking 3. And if you are trying to help other people or be kind to other people or give other people opportunities in the hope that they are going to do that for you, you're mistaken. All right. The healer. And this says, passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, spirit, and the ability to help transform pain into healing. The shadow attribute of this card is taking advantage of those who need help, failing to care for one's self. You guys have such a good heart, group 3. You guys have such a pure, beautiful soul, and I am so sorry that the world is not more kind to you, and I am so sorry that people are not I'm sorry that people don't give you the same love and gentleness and respect that like you give to them. This is why though I think it's so important for you guys to protect yourself, because people like you need to be protected. People like you need to be reserved, conserved, because it's just, the world just isn't built for soft people. The world just isn't built anymore for people who give endlessly, because the world will take and take and take and take, and there's no end to it, right? Some of you also may have a desire to enter into a career field where you are helping other people, maybe even helping animals. This could be a teacher, especially a teacher to like small children. This could be somebody who's in the healthcare realm, okay? This could be somebody who perhaps, or like a first responder perhaps. This could be somebody who maybe even in the military. This could be somebody who wants to work with people in regards to massage, okay? What am I trying to think? Physical therapy perhaps. I guess that's all in the health-ish field. But the point is, you can have a desire to do that in regards to your career, you guys, but when it comes to like outside of that, you need to be very aware of those who are going to take advantage of your caring and loving spirit, okay? So we have a lot of astrology cards here, you guys. We have Virgo the Alchemist. This says methodical, aligned. Methodical, you guys, means being very deliberate and thoughtful about your steps forward. All right, ritualistic, efficient, insightful, healthy, dutiful, discerning, witchy, subtle, pure, refined, accurate, solitary, critical, nervous, and perfectionist. I'm seeing this as us perhaps trying to perfect a certain skill set in our life. I see the methodical as us being very intentional with where it is that we are putting our energy, okay? Very intentional with our steps forward. We also have Neptune here, you guys, and this says imagination, memories, the subconscious, self-sacrifice, ideals, universal love, visions, meditation, spirituality, compassion, empathy, fantasies, escapism, enchantment, confusion, veils, and magic. So Neptune is a planet of like dreaminess and illusion and things like that. Neptune is very connected to spirituality and like the woo-woo. So Pisces energy, hello. With this card, you guys, I think it's very, very important that you don't get swept up by the mysticism of life. I think it's very important to have a grounded sense of reality, because with Neptune, it's very easy to get swept away. I think you guys have a lot of this like Neptune energy. I don't know if you guys are a Pisces rising or a Pisces sun or moon. That's a possibility, but I feel like your Pisces energy may be very high, or you may have Neptune in the first house. But with this card, you guys, I do just want to again encourage you guys to be very realistic about your steps forward and to not get swept up in the mysticism, to not get swept up in the dream that Neptune is, okay? I feel like you guys are very dreamy individuals again. And I feel so bad because I know that you guys are, like, you guys have such a good heart. Like, your intentions are just so pure. So I feel so bad because I feel like this reading is really like saying in this next season of your life, you have to almost create like a tougher skin, right? If you guys are working in the medical industry, that does make sense as well. Creating that tougher skin, that tougher outer layer. We have the 11th house, and this is friendship, group activity, community, humanity, hope, tribe, festivals, discoveries, common goals, startups, rebellion, experimentation, and the future. Again, so I feel like this is us needing to spend more time with our friends or more time with our family, especially if those of you who are struggling in a romantic relationship, pulling away some of your energy and placing that in your friendships, replacing that with connecting with your family. I feel like it's going to be really beneficial for you guys. Creating a community that can help you during this time, to help support you, because even though you guys are going to have to be the ones to rescue yourself, it's okay to still have a support system. I think having a support system is important still. It's just your support system's they're not going to be able to take you out of the situation, right? They're not going to be able to save you. You have to make the initiative to save yourself. All right. We have the 9th house. We also have Sagittarius. The 9th house and Sagittarius are connected. Like Sagittarius is the 9th house. The 9th house is Sagittarius. Anyways. This says foreign travel, adventure, higher education, customs, faith, beliefs, pilgrimage, spiritual quests, aspiration, journalism, religion, gurus, and risk-taking. So that is the 9th house. Perhaps you guys are trying to seek a deeper purpose in life right now, or perhaps you guys are trying to seek something that is more fulfilling on a spiritual level for you guys in regards to what it is you do in your day-to-day. Sagittarius is the Voyager. This is enthusiastic, philosophical, independent, generous, ethical, seeking, happy-go-lucky, adventurous, honest, bareback, unbridled, experimental, luck, boundless, travel, risk-taking, tactless, and self-righteous. Okay. Don't dim to fit in. Who are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So again, you guys, you may be in a situation right now where you feel like you have to make yourself small to make other people feel comfortable, or you have to put yourself down to make other people feel comfortable, or you have to, again, kind of like chain yourself up or keep yourself locked up to make other people feel comfortable around you. It's not your responsibility to make the world comfortable, group number 3. It's nobody's responsibility. Honestly, like, it doesn't matter how nice you are. Like, I can tell you this for a fact. Like, please trust me when I say this. It doesn't matter how nice you are. It doesn't matter how good intentioned you are. It doesn't matter how honest you are. It doesn't matter how real you are. It doesn't matter. It literally does not matter. There are always going to be people in the world who don't like you. That's not your responsibility. They literally do not matter. If people don't resonate with you, don't vibe with you, oh well, all right? Like, it's not your responsibility. People's perception of you is a reflection of them. Everything that we experience in the world is filtered through our own experience and through our own perception, right? So the way that I see something is going to be completely different from the way that you see something, because we're all individuals. We all have different experiences, and we all have a different perception on life. So the way you see me is going to be different than the next person sees me. The way that that person sees me is going to be different than the way that this person sees me. The way that I see me is going to be different than everyone, right? So like, it's just, stop trying to make other people happy. Stop trying to be perfect. All right, group 3, stop. Because there's no such thing as perfect, and even if you try to be perfect, some people are going to be annoyed at that. So just be yourself, all right? Don't dim who you are. Don't dilute who you are in order to fit in. Again, know thyself, the mirror. Self-examination, seeing who you really are. The last card I have for you guys, group 3, is the Warrior Woman, and it says, have you answered your deepest calling? I feel like this is self-explanatory. I feel like we've talked about you guys needing to create a thicker skin, having that armor around you, right? Protect yourself, being brave enough to cut yourself loose. You guys, again, you are going to be able to rescue yourself. Like, this is you, group number 3. You are this warrior. You have the sword in your hand. You just got to cut yourself free. You can do it. You just have to make the decision to do it, okay? I'm sorry this was so rough, you guys, and if you did not resonate, this was not for you. This is for the people who needed to hear this, and there is definitely a group of you here who needed to hear this, and I'm so happy that you have received your message, honestly, because, again, for those of you who don't need it, you don't need it, and I'm so happy you don't need it, but for those of you who needed it, I'm so happy that I was able to deliver this message for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below, specifically for this group number 3. I want to send you guys extra love in the comment section, so thank you guys. I love you, and I will talk to you guys really soon. Okay, bye. Hello to my final group number 4. Welcome to your guys' reading. I wasn't going to do a group 4, but the readings previous were so heavy, and I'm really hoping this group is not so heavy, so that's why we're doing group 4, because I'm wanting some lighter energy for the options, so yeah. Anyways, Gemini and Virgo. Hi, Gemini. Hi, Virgo. Leo and Cancer. Hello, Leo. Hello, Cancer. Ooh, Aries. That's just an extra. Taurus and Scorpio. Hello, Taurus. Hello, Scorpio. Sister signs. All right. Let's do a quick shuffle. What are some things that group number 4 has to look forward to in this upcoming season? Ooh, okay, we have the 4 of freaking, ooh, okay. Boop, boop. I don't think anything else flipped. Spirit's like, ask and you shall receive. Okay, thank you. Oh, I feel like that just slipped. Can we get some confirmation or some extra information on this card right here, please? Okay. See, I knew there was some goodness. I knew there was some, like, a lighter message. But look, we have freaking divine sensuality. Love her. Okay. Can I... Ooh, fertility. Sanctuary. Can I get some information on the next season of... Damn. Group 4. If you guys picked group 4, you made the right choice. I can tell you that right now. You made the right choice, because the other piles kind of got a little whooping. Ooh. I love this. Okay. Can I please get a message for group 4 in regards to what they have to look forward to in this upcoming season of their life? What does group 4 have to look forward to in this upcoming season? Oh, that's so much. I'm going to put these back, you guys, because that's literally just... It didn't feel concise enough for me. It didn't feel like, you know? There we go. Can I... Age of Light. Grounded. Play. Yeah, this is a beautiful group. I'm so excited for you guys. Group 4, the first card we have here is the Magician. You want to know why this is great, group 4? Because the Magician is a boss at manifesting. The Magician is literally magical. So... we love him. But he also has everything he needs. He's like, oh, I want it, I got it. He's literally 7 rings, okay? I want it, I got it, bet. Like, it's mine. I already know it's mine. This is literally the man, the person who gets everything that they want. This is lucky girl syndrome in a card. The magician creates his reality, and he refuses to accept anything less than that. Like, he's not going to just settle for the mundane. He's not going to just settle for less. The magician's like, if I want something, I'm going to figure out a way to get it. I'm going to create it. That's who he is. He has everything he needs in front of him to create the reality that he wants. So, this next chapter of your life, this next season, you guys are going to be creating the reality you want, period. You want to know why, though? Because you've set out a plan and you've stepped into your power. You have the Two of Wands, and then I asked for extra information when we have the Emperor. The Two of Wands says, first of all, you have the world of opportunity in your hands, and you are sitting here. You're stepping back, and you're looking at your options, and you're evaluating where you want to go. You're making a plan forward. You're setting the blueprint. You're setting the blueprint for this Emperor. Okay, so this next season of your life, it's completely the energy of I'm going to be successful. I'm going to find happiness. Come hell or high water, I'm going to find a way. All right. Also, again, the energy of I'm not settling. You thought I was settling? Ha 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 ha. Okay, no. The freaking Emperor. You think the Emperor settles, you guys? You think the Emperor looks at his life and he goes, oh, I guess I'll just settle for this thing that I don't really want. No, he's the Emperor, okay, you guys? Like, he's not going to settle. He's going to go after what he wants. He's going to obtain the level of success he wants. He's going to obtain the relationship he wants. He's going to obtain the amount of power he wants. He's the freaking Emperor, okay? He is the ruler of all. So, the way I'm seeing this, you guys, is you are going to have more freedom in your life to create the reality that you want to create. You're going to have more power in yourself to live the life that you want to live. I'm seeing this as being very financially successful, or very successful in our relationships. You know what? Screw both that. It doesn't need to be one or the other. Being very successful in the plan that we are envisioning for ourselves. Okay, so right now, group number 4, if you have not scripted your dream life, I need you guys to go script your dream life, because that's the life you're about to be living. That is literally what I'm feeling with these first 3 cards, just right off the bat. Like, you are going to be getting what it is that you're wanting. You're going to have so much power. You are going to be so successful. Everything that you want is like right there. It's right there. This next season of life, it's right there. We have the 4 of Wands. This is marriage, celebration. It doesn't need to be marriage, you guys, but this is a reason to celebrate, okay? For some of you, this is coming into union with somebody where you're going to have a lot of stability, potentially marriage with. That's not really my focus of this reading, so I'm not going to spend too much time on that, but that is a possibility for some of you. The main thing I want you to take with this, though, is like, we're getting so motherfucking happy, okay? Our happiness is like, okay, our celebration, our reason to like wake up every day and smile is like blossoming, all right? It's coming into full circle, full blooming, all right? We have the Queen of freaking Wands. My favorite queen, all right? The Queen of Wands, you guys, is this. She is the epitome of confident, okay, of beauty, of grace, of seductiveness. She is a queen who knows herself, who knows what she wants and knows how to get it. She's a queen who's very charming, all right? She's very social. She's a social butterfly. She's aware of her flaws. She doesn't walk around thinking she is the most perfect thing that's ever walked the earth, but she's also not like insecure, right? I think a lot of times, you guys, we see people who are insecure, or people who have insecurities. Everyone has insecurities, first of all. Every single person on this earth has insecurities, and if they tell you they don't, they're lying to you. They are liars, okay? Liars. But how it is that you interact with your insecurities, I feel like is what makes the difference between somebody who's confident and somebody who is immensely insecure. I feel like when you own your insecurities, or when you are very comfortable with the things that you're insecure with, that's when you become confident. That's when you become powerful, right? That's when you become literally unstoppable, because you're like, okay, I recognize that this is not the greatest thing about me, and I'm going to work on it. But also, that doesn't mean that I'm not deserving of love. That doesn't mean I'm not deserving of success. That doesn't mean I'm not deserving of happiness. Okay, so I'm seeing this as you guys stepping into a season of life where you're very confident. You're feeling the most hot, the most attractive you've ever been. You're feeling the most charismatic and charming and seductive you've ever been. And seduction is not just connected to romance, you guys. Seduction also has a lot to do with how it is that we make money, especially for those of us who are women. And I know that kind of sucks, like, right? Like, that's not really, we kind of hate that. But it's true. Like, it's the truth of the matter. When you are seductive, you tend to accumulate more financial opportunities, or you tend to accumulate more opportunities in general. And seduction does not have to do with physical appearance, you guys. Some of the most seductive people I've ever met in my life were not physically my type, all right? And that is a fact. Like, I'm not joking when I say that. Some of the most seductive people I've ever met were people who were not physically my type, but they were everything else. And I was like, that is enough for me, all right? I'm in it deep. Anyways, that's who she is. Confidence, radiance, spotlight perhaps being on you, group number 4. And then we have the sun. The sun is talking about, again, radiance, happiness. Everything grand in the world is the sun. So I said, Spirit, we need another pile because the other piles were a little rough. Spirit gave. All right, Spirit served us the better pile, the best pile, to be honest. You have the Sun, you have the Magician, you have the Emperor, and you have the Four of Wands, and the freaking Queen of Wands. So, like, group number 4, what I'm seeing for your next season is happiness, is confidence, is perhaps stability, financial stability, the ability to manifest what it is that you want. Things are coming to you so much easier, group number 4. Picasso. We have fertility here. Now, fertility, I don't like talking about health stuff, you guys, because I do know there are women out there who struggle with infertility, and I do not feel comfortable talking about health situations in regards to tarot ever. Not with my friends, not with my family. I won't even do health stuff for myself when it comes to tarot and oracle cards. It just makes me feel very uncomfortable, so I don't want to, especially those of you who struggle with infertility, please do not take this as I'm saying you're having a baby. Please do not. That's between you and your doctor and Spirit, okay? That has not a single thing to do with me and my readings. But fertility, it says potential, powerful creative energy, and initiation energy. This is creating something. So this is nurturing something to the point where it is able to be presented to the world and provide some type of, I don't want to say abundance, but provide something to the world. I see this as us perhaps pursuing an endeavor that we have had a desire to pursue, creating a business perhaps for some of you, going back to school and nurturing your mind, nurturing your skill set, right? For others of you, this could be perhaps you nurturing your inner self, your self-love, perhaps your inner child, and creating a version of yourself that's better, a version of yourself that's more healthy. This could be you guys literally deciding to start something creative, perhaps wanting to start a social media or wanting to start selling your artwork in some way or start producing music. Creating something, bringing something into the world in a creative fashion, you guys, okay? Nurturing something, creating it, and bringing it into the world. Also holding that very close to your heart. We have sanctuary. This says privacy, personal space, okay? Respected boundaries and taboos. Okay. So respected boundaries, I'm seeing this as us taking time for ourselves to nurture ourselves. And I do think that us as human beings, we are our best selves when we take time for ourselves, when we take time to be a little selfish or to be a little self-centered. There's nothing wrong with this. And I have talked about this in other piles in today's pick a card. But I think this is very important for us to bring our energy back to ourselves, because I think that's when we are able to be our best selves. I think that's when we are able to be the best that we can at work, to be the best that we can with our family, to be the best that we can in our relationship. You have to nurture yourself first and create a sacred space for yourself. Yeah, privacy. Also, with the privacy, you guys, a lot of you are making this plan. I don't want you to announce this plan. I don't want you guys to count your chickens before they hatch or to announce your chickens before they hatch. I want you guys to make this plan. And I don't want to say like move in secrecy, but maybe move in secrecy a little bit. Move a little quietly. Move a little bit stealthy, all right? You don't need to announce to the world what you're doing until it's ready to be presented, right? Also, with your personal relationships, you guys, I think it's very important in this next season that you create personal boundaries with your friends and family. For some of you, you've been in relationships in the past where you perhaps have overshared with your friends or with your family, and that has created tension in your romantic relationships. So I do think it's very important to create a space of sacredness around that, especially your romantic relationships. We have the Mystic, all right, and it says reveals the intimate union with the divine, all right? So the Mystic, the Magician is here, the Mystic is here. You guys, again, I feel like are getting very connected to your manifestations. I feel like things are going to be happening for you very easily, very just effortlessly. I also feel like you guys may be connecting with your spiritual path in a different way, or reinventing the way that you look at spirituality. We have the Seeker, and it says thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. So you guys could be seeking adventure in this next season in your life. You guys could also be seeking more knowledge in this next season of your life. I think it's so important for us to nourish I think it's so important, you guys, to seek knowledge. I think it's so important for our evolution and for our growth as individuals for us to constantly be seeking knowledge. So that could be something that you guys are participating in. Next card we have here is Semi-Sextile. It says encourages, sees potential in, clarifies, gives hope to, compensates, ensuits, tempers, responds, cycles, grows, realizes, and rewards. Okay. So that is sextile, you guys. It's basically just saying you're going to feel enthusiastic and encouraged to move forward. You see potential in this path, okay? You're realizing where you want to go, what you want to do. Fantastic, we love. We have opposition. This is balance. It says relates, mirrors, interacts, confronts, makes conscious, manifestation, disciplines, conflicts with, tests, objectifies, and calls out, okay? So perhaps your conscious awareness, you guys, is coming into a heightened state, okay? Perhaps you guys are becoming more aware of certain habits that you have in your life, or certain cycles that you've been participating in. Perhaps you guys are becoming more aware of the relationships that you have and more conscious of like what those relationships mean or where you want them to go. This is like tension, but it's also like tension to create more understanding. Does that make sense? You guys may feel like you are being tested in this next season of your life, but I feel like ultimately these tests are leading to a better understanding of yourself and a better understanding of like where you're wanting to go and what you're wanting to do. The next card we have here is get grounded, and it says empathize, highly sensitives, connect with nature. So feeling more grounded, more at peace, more solid in your path, more solid in where you're wanting to go, more secure with yourself, more confident. Root energy, you guys. I don't know if you guys do any type of energy point work, okay? But if you guys do work with energy points, your root is really what gives you that confidence. It's really what gives you that feeling of like, okay, I belong, I am safe, I am sturdy, I have what I need. Like your root is so, so important. And I know people oftentimes want to focus on this third eye situation. And although I think all your energy points are important, I think the root may be one of the most important because it's what makes you feel secure and safe in this world. Okay, this is a very like random freaking a random example. I don't know if you guys have ever watched oh my god, what was it called? Is it Penny? It's not Pennywise. It. Okay, if you guys have ever watched It, the new one specifically, I don't like the old one, and I know that's probably a controversial opinion, but like whatever. The new It movie, at the end, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it, it's been years, so you should have watched it if you didn't. Anyways, at the end, when they're like telling him how trash he is and how he's like not scary and like, you just freaking suck, Pennywise, okay, like you're not even all that, and he like starts getting small, it's because his root is not strong, you guys. If Pennywise had a strong root, if he was confident in himself, if he was confident in his abilities, they would not have been able to shrink him with their words. They would not have been able to destroy him and his mentality if he had a strong root, right? And I always like think that's such a silly example to use, but like I feel like it's so true, right? And we talked about confidence earlier with this Queen of Wands. You guys are not going to be able to be diminished through other people's opinions or other people's view of you, because you are going to be so strong and solidified in who it is that you are and with what it is that you are doing, that like no one's opinion, no one's words are going to be able to break you. So yeah, Pennywise needed a stronger root. Anyways, we have the Age of Light, and it says you've been training for this for lifetimes. Okay, so you guys are going to be, I almost feel like this next season of your life is going to feel very natural. It's going to feel very comfortable. Like once you get into it and you get into the routine of it or the cycle of it, you're going to feel like, okay, like this is what I was supposed to be doing. That last chapter, that last season didn't feel like it fit perfectly, but this season feels like perfect fit, right? It's going to feel very comfortable for you guys. The last card I have is play, and it says have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. I love this because we do have the Four of Wands, which does talk about stability and having like a stable situation in life, but it also talks about celebration. So you guys are going to have it all, group 4. Like again, and I feel like I've said this in the beginning, you guys have the freaking Magician, you have the freaking Emperor, you have the Queen of Wands, and you have the Sun. Like you guys have it, all right? You have stability, you have success, you have all this happiness here. And I feel like this next season of life is really just going to be about you soaking up that sun, soaking up the abundance, and having fun, all right? Having so much freaking fun. So I'm really excited for you guys, group 4. Let me know below if you guys are also excited. Thank you guys so much. I love you, and I'll talk to you guys really soon. Okay, bye.